Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be your March monthly overview. So, Cancer, you're a water sign. We are in water season. We're in Pisces season. We'll be there until March 21st and then heading into fire, Aries. So that's exciting. But for now, we definitely are feeling our emotions, which I think is your currency. So I think you're probably comfortable with that. But I chose the Ocean Tarot card deck to use for this reading, specifically because water, ocean, emotion, all of that. So I'm going to start shuffling these up, and you can just listen along or tune into your intuition, say a little prayer for yourself for this reading. But Cancer can be your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. Sometimes people like to watch tarot readings for their Venus or their Jupiter or wherever planetary placement you have the sign Cancer. You might resonate with this reading. I'm going to do one more shuffle. We'll get started. I am going to do a traditional Celtic cross spread so that we can get just a general overview for your month. So let's split this in 3 ways and we'll get started. Please remember that not every reading is for you. You might resonate with bits and pieces of the reading and you might not with others. So please remember to take what fits you and leave what doesn't. I'm going to see if we get any jumpers. Otherwise, we're going to just lay them down. And I'm going to do a little brief explanation, but we're going to circle back around and really talk about things in depth. So one more shuffle through here. For the sign of Cancer, for the month of March, the recent past, which is the King of Pearls. Now, this is your water cousin Scorpio, but that is interesting. It's your recent past energy, your current energy, the King of Coral. Jeez, awesome. You might be on the cusp of being an Aries. Of being a Leo, Cancer. What is challenging that? The 9 of Treasures. What is on your mind? The Page of Pearls. What is down in your subconscious that you might not be aware of? Ace of Treasures. In your upcoming future, near future, 5 of Pearls. External energy, face down. Internal energy, face down. Your hopes and your fears, face down, and your final outcome, face down. We're going to circle back to these. The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Treasures. The month of March has you working your butt off, being very diligent at your job to get things done, to take care of business, to tidy up your workplace, to make sure that everybody is working how they need to work and you are focusing on making that money. But ultimately, you are really the master of your craft. You are an expert in your field. You're probably the point of contact in your office or your workplace. People know that if they have a question, they can come to Cancer. They need something done, they can go to Cancer. That's awesome. Be proud of that. That's a really diligent energy, and it's also helping you to make your living. Your recent past is the King of Pearls. This is, as I said, it's your water cousin Scorpio. It's fixed water. So Cancer, you are your water sign, but you're not as fixed or as, I'm going to say, stubborn as Scorpio. They tend to have their emotions, locked in, and they feel the way they feel, damn it. And you are a little bit more oriented to change, and your mind can be changed a little bit easier than Scorpio. But the recent past had you in your stubborn emotions, feeling like, this is the way you feel. This is the way you see it. This is the way that makes you feel. This is the way that things are. So King of Pearls, King of Cups, fixed water. In the recent past, you made up your mind about something in the way that you feel about things. And that was that. And it could be at the work, it could be in your family, but you really stood or sat on your throne and you ruled from that place. It's very masculine in the aspect that it's an action taker. So not only do I feel this way and I'm locked into it, but I'll take action on that because I feel that this job, my 8 of treasures, this job is where I'm going to put all of my hard work and effort, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take actions on that and be the best that I can be at my job, just for an example. But so some part of your life, you took a stand on solidarity, how you feel about something in general. Your current position, you've changed it up a bit. And you've moved from fixed water into fixed fire. So, that flame that just effervescently burns, that torch. You've got a torch you've got a flame for that person, that job. Something has you feeling extremely passionate. You are like locked and loaded into a passion project, or it is your workplace, but you are dialed in and you're a leader. Remember, kings take actions. So just like the action taking emotionals, action taking towards inspiration, passions. So you know what lights you up and you're going to take action on that. You're going to move towards that. The King of Corals represents the sign Leo. So proud, regal, a leader of the pack, a king of the jungle. Other people trust you. Other people look to you as their fearless leader. Other people see you as responsible and trustworthy, and they can put their faith in you because you're going to take them down the right road. You're not going to lead them astray. So you have every element here, or every you are a leader here in your current present position. What challenges that is the 9 of treasures, which tends to be single by yourself, doing things on your own, not relying on other people. It's basically, if it's going to be, it's up to me energy. So it challenges that whole leadership, family oriented, like the leader of the pack, because 8 of pearl or 8 of treasures, and then the 9 of treasures, you worked really hard to take care of yourself. So it's like a head over heart thing of, I know I'm the leader of my group, I'm the department head, or I'm the manager of my department, but I need to take care of myself, and I need to make sure that I am home at a decent time to take care of my family. I need to make sure that I've gone to the gym today and I've eaten good food. And so there's a conflict of, do I just burn the candle at every end to be the leader for everybody else? Or am I going to take care of myself and make sure that I'm healthy and good? That's a challenge. On your mind is the Page of Pearls, which is the Page of Cups. And this is watery energy. It's very Piscean. It's a messenger. And this is on your mind. This is, I think, you wanting to deliver a heartfelt apology. Have a heart-to-heart call, phone call, text message with someone that you need to say you're sorry. You need to make an amends, or that's someone coming to you and doing that. This is on your mind. I really think this is you. I think I have been feeling like you need to connect with somebody and let them know that you're sorry, and let's have a conversation. Let's get back in touch. Let's what is the word? I want to say recalibrate. Let's reconnect. Let's get this reconciliation back together, because it's from your heart, and it's a message that you want to deliver to someone. Down in the core of your being, in your subconscious, is the Ace of Treasures. And this is very much about wanting to, I want to start something new. I want to do a new thing, especially where my coin is concerned, my pentacles. I want to start a new company. I want to start my own business. I want to go out on my own, and I want to invest in myself first. Ace. That means one. That means either me, or it's a new opportunity or a new job. You really are, I think, in the core of your being, you're dreaming of a new opportunity. There's like a seed down in the core of your being that maybe you haven't really taken a lot of time to acknowledge it, but it is there. There's a desire to start something new where your physical reality is concerned. And as you move into the future, there's this emotionality that comes out of loss and grief and sadness. And I want to bring your attention to the fact that we are always in charge of how we choose to feel. We can feel terrible, or we can feel good. The choice is always ours. In this instance, this person, and this is representing the near future, this person has chosen to see their cups half empty versus half full. So there's always a choice to be made. I don't know if you have a moment in the month of March where it's almost feels like you slip from your usual positive state down into the dungeon of the depths of your emotions, and you're feeling sorry for yourself. You're feeling sad about something. You're feeling the acknowledgement of everything that's been lost versus everything that's been gained. So I don't know if there is like something that happens in the month of March to make you feel sad, but I just want to bring your attention to the fact that you are very powerful, and there is definitely this need to take care of yourself. So I don't know if this loss is the loss of your free time, the loss of your anonymity. Like I said, everybody knows you. Everybody calls on you. Everybody comes for you. Everybody is, hey, Cancer, what are we doing today? They're relying on you. So maybe you really do miss just being like, taking care of you. If you go from being an employee to being the manager, everybody's going to come for you, and it's all about you, and everybody's going to look. There's a lot of leadership going on. So, maybe you're just missing those days when all you had to think about was just your job. Your external energy, the star. Something or someone around you is showing you that healing is possible. The star is about having hope. The star is about believing in a miracle, is my prayers have been answered. Maybe you're somebody that goes to church. Maybe you're somebody that prays. And this star, it's like the answered prayer to this feeling of 5 of Cups. I'm sad. I feel sorry for myself. I'm just kind of maybe, and we all deserve to have those moments. We don't want to get stuck there. That's when trouble happens. But the star it's like you had your head down, and then you lifted your head up, and you realized that there is hope. There is a bright future for me. I am making a difference in my world and in my team and for my family. I am on the right path. This is like external validation for you has come through and said, Cancer, you're doing a good job. Your internal energy is the Queen of Coral. She keeps popping out. So she's very popular. This is Aries. So this is the court card for the sign of Aries. Fiery energy, passionate energy, very sexy and attractive and influential and a leader. Very interesting because, you had the king, her counterpart, in your present energy. So your present external energy is the king and your internal energy is the queen. So I want to say that you probably have your soulmate in your life, or you have both sides of the coin present in the month of March, where you're externally the king, but internally the queen, where you're acting from your point of reference is, if it doesn't inspire me, if it doesn't light me up, if it doesn't set fire to my soul, I don't want it. So the Queen of Coral is very decision oriented about things that are gonna inspire her, things that are gonna light her up or light others up. Queen of Coral, like I said, very sexy, very romantic, very intimate oriented, always attractive, confident. Confidence is one of the keys of the fire signs. So that is very cool. But this is also, we're getting ready to head into Aries season. So you might be feeling, as the month of March progresses, a little more internally confident, not just externally, but internally. Your hopes and your fears, the devil. Well, goodness. The devil is toxicity. The devil is, he rules our physical reality as far as the temptations that are present in this physical world, such as excess towards sexuality, excess towards eating too much, excess towards one drink becomes 10, excess towards, well, nobody will know if I chat my old boyfriend from 10 years ago. That's not going to hurt anybody. But, then it becomes an addiction. Now I can't stop talking to them. And now I'm in a full-blown relationship with my ex-boyfriend from high school. So this devil energy is in your hopes and in your fears. My interpretation of that is that sometimes we hope for those little bursts of, temptation, little bursts of excitement. But if we're not careful, that little flame that we light can become a full raging fire, out of control. And that's what the devil steps in, and it's almost like that's what he loves. He loves when things are out of control, because then he wins. So the devil is the physical reality, everything to do with our, what is that word? Oh, our humanness. The devil really reigns in that department. So if he can keep us enslaved to our toxicities, gossiping, eating too much, sexuality, pornography, whatever it is, he wins. So this is a hope and a fear. And I think it's a hope because we are interested in dabbling with things. Like, I can have a drink every night after work. But if we're not careful, that one drink becomes 10 drinks. And that becomes the fear. So there's a hope that I can control my addictions. But very soon we all have had probably experience learning that our addictions can quickly own us. So that's why I think the devil is the temptation and we can't really mess around with that. It's a hope and it's a fear. So I'm just going to say, Cancer, not to scare you, but be careful when you think that you can stop smoking anytime. You can stop watching certain things on TV anytime. When you think that if you can just do a little bit after a stressful day at work, next thing you know, you're buried in that one thing. So be careful. That's all I'm saying. Your final outcome is the 8 of Pearls. As a final outcome, I can't think of a more perfect card because this is walking away from what no longer serves you. Let me just go back to your reading. If you find that leading your department and working your butt off to be everybody's everything is not serving you because it leaves you feeling like you're depleted and sad and grief-stricken, walking away might be the best thing for you. Walking away or walking toward something better, down in your subconscious, you're dreaming of a new opportunity. Deep down in the soul of your being, you're dreaming of starting your own business or going off and doing something new, of a new opportunity being a part of your life. So there's something like you're doing a job because you have to versus because you want to. Maybe this Queen of Coral really inspires you to get in touch with what you really want to be doing in your life. But at the end of the day, at the end of March, it might have you assessing and determining that walking away might be in your best interest. Cancer, I'm going to grab the Spirit Junkie cards for you for your Oracle card message. This Spirit Junkie is from Gabrielle Bernstein, and they're just really awesome, inspiring messages to close this reading off for you. And it says, I am in sync with the flow of life. I am in sync with the flow of life. That is so beautiful and perfect. Perfect for you. Cancer, please remember that I am on TikTok for shorter zodiac insights and then over on YouTube for the longer tarot spreads. Please remember too that your likes and your follows, your subscribes and your shares, they mean the world to me. If you want to leave a comment, I am open to hearing what you have to say. And I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And private readings are available if you're interested. The information is in the description box below. So thank you again, Cancer. Be blessed and be well. Namaste.